This is the world as it exists today.
Alright people, how you doing? I hope you're staying safe amongst all the madness that's going on out there. All I wanted to say about all this was that we should commend our scientists because they're the only ones that are going to get us out of this mess. Steer clear of ideologies, superstitions and plain old ignorance.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying.
We should support the men and women on the front line, no matter what country you're watching this from, and perhaps take some advice from Grandad.
Come on, you fuckers! Get out your doors, come on!
And with that, let the show begin. This video is mostly about the quest to acquire this tiny piece of data here. You see, on this piece of paper are the quarter-mile drag times for the German Munchkin. The venue was Santapod Raceway. Now, because of lockdown, this wasn't done anytime recently. No, for that we have to go back, way back, to an alternative reality where most of the planet had never even heard of the concept of social distancing. More specifically, July of 2019. Now, I'm not going to sit here looking like a Mexican bandit explaining to you what happened. No, for that we're going to go back in time and I'm going to hand over to a pre-COVID Paul to take over from here. Take it away, mate. Good morning all. Today is the day where we take the tiny beast to the races. But first we've got to wake someone up. Alright, well, we're ready to go. I don't know how I woke up this morning with no alarm. What's this game you're playing? Alright, we've got to get going, man, because we're going to be late.
I've got a feeling it might rain today, that's the problem. Well, let's put a seatbelt on. Let's go! Have you put the location on the sat nav?
Nah.
No? You know where it is?
If we're going to go by that sat nav, we'll probably get there tomorrow. You get to the road first and then it tells you to turn, you know, it's a little bit delayed. So now I've got a thingy in the boot.
Does this take a disc?
Yeah, they're discs.
Oh, it's a disc.
Yeah, but they don't make them anymore, Volkswagen. The last update for this I think was 2016 and that's it. They stopped doing them now because that sat nav come out in the late 90s. It's that car.
I like that chrome around your clocks. It looks nice. It's a nice little feel.
Well, the GTi has got that cluster as well. The default ones don't get this. They've got two like bullet-shaped things, which I think actually looks more sporty, but the GTi gets that cluster.
Right.
So there's a couple of differences inside. Not a lot. Come on, guys. Not even booting it, mate. That's just booting it, like, you know, gracefully.
When you rev it, you can feel it through the rumbling of the floor.
Well, this does a couple of...
The floor vibrates when you...
yeah, I know, you ain't felt it. There's a back pressure I get from the exhaust at high speeds. And you can actually feel the car go... Oh, it breathes back.
Yeah?
Oh, give me a lane.
Which way you going up?
Give me a lane, man. No, we're turning off because I need some Shell. I need Shell.
You need what? Petrol?
Shell. Specifically Shell. I won't use anything else.
Yeah, but do you think it makes much of a difference?
Yes. Didn't you see that thing, that fifth gear thing?
I thought the one that I saw didn't make much of a difference.
I think it was some hot hatch or something they used. Something that had about a couple of hundred different petrols out. They tried the different petrols out, and it was 6 bhp for the Shell. 6 bhp. So sorry, even 1 horsepower can make me go to another petrol station.
I know it burns it better. You know, if you open up the engine, you'll say it takes problems. That shows a better burn.
Shell Optimax just ain't for performance, it's for looking after your engine as well. I'm going to pull out the, actually...
What was that? Was your wheel running?
Yeah, well, we've got 2 fat bastards now, haven't we?
There's only 2 people in the car, man.
It doesn't matter, it's only half the car, isn't it?
Yeah, but you ain't really got any weight in the car.
I've lowered it, man. What do you want? Well, not
spaces as well?
I didn't lower it, it was lowered already.
Because you've got spaces as well.
The spaces you've got to put, because...
And that's why.
Yeah, you've got to, because they've got extended arches. If you lower it without doing something with the back, with the wheels or spaces, you're gonna get the wheels go into the arch, and the arch is gonna be out there. It's no good. Do you know, it's a very, very interesting stat is, just the other month, the number of flat earthers in America has just turned over 20 million. That are cuckoo. I'm gonna let the first stage take that.
Airbags, I was going for that. I need them later.
Well, look, actually, let's shut the windows. Probably getting a load of wind noise. It did rain, but and you know what, the temperatures are perfect for quarter of a mile, which could be doing a little bit cool, a little bit better.
It don't rain though.
If it rains, we're screwed. Right, the target for today, Zach, is mid-15s. I've done my research on these, and when you go on the forums, the people that write up the things that you can actually believe, forget all these lot that think they've got Ferraris, the ones that you can actually believe, it's anything between 15.4 to 15.7 seconds at a terminal speed of about 80 miles per hour. So we'll see how that pans out. This has got a little bit more power because of the exhaust and no catalyst, but let's see if that makes a difference. Let's see if it does. Right, I'll tell you one thing, Zach. When your phone company offers you this Hawaii, don't take it.
No,
just don't take it. When they say, oh, it's the same thing as a Samsung, don't take it.
Why not just buy a Samsung?
Get a Samsung. Santa Pod Raceway. Oh, just give me the bloody directions according to Wikipedia. There we go. Really? Europe's first? Wow. You'd have thought in Germany they would have come up with something.
Off it just a second ago.
All right, Lupo not looking so good today, and neither is Zach. It's supposed to be July, and we're supposed to...
English summer.
English summer, lovely. This is Volkswagen weekend, guys.
Which way do you want the sun?
Yeah, we're going to be here for hours. Right, so we originally came up here to do some quarter-of-a-mile runs, and it looks like it's not going to happen today, guys. It's not going to happen, but we're not going to let it spoil our day.
No. Choice at the moment.
If you wanted to go home, that's what you got to go through. These were the good old days, man. Is that a Volvo?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Oh, do you remember them? Do you remember them or what? Eh? And then you've got that. Oklahoma Willie, the jet bus. It's lowered as well, yeah. But doesn't it look tiny? Yeah. That's a van. Yeah. Split screen, which makes it the most expensive.
We're at Santa Pod, yeah, and we don't want to get the umbrella wet either.
Yeah, today washout. Doesn't matter. Alright, you want to say two now?
Yeah, don't you?
Alright. Yeah, I don't mind. This is the show. Complete washout. Everyone's going home, including us. No, I'm not in the queue, Zach. I don't know. It's not even worth starting the engine at the moment. But it doesn't matter. We had a little day out in the rain. Got this. It looks pretty smart, doesn't it? Well, thank you very much for watching something. And sorry for the washed out day. You know, thinking back on that day, it wasn't such a loss. You see, the Lupo managed to get a fully grown man call out to a deity at least half a dozen times. And bear in mind that Zach owns a 205 mile an hour V10 Autobahn Muncher. Well done, puppy. There's something I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video to do with the Santa Pod calendar. You see, I'm not turning up on any old run what you brung day. No, I am deliberately targeting VW events here. And we didn't have to wait long for the next one. And this time, the weather was perfect. Good morning all. There's a Volkswagen action day at Santa Pod Raceway, and this is the opportunity that I've been looking for to take this down the quarter-of-a-mile and finally get some performance figures. While we're waiting for my mate, explain a couple of things I've done since. Actually, there's only one thing I could think of at the moment, and that's the tinted glass. I had the windows tinted. It's 50%, so it's not too dark, not too mad. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to get as much of this weight out as possible. We want it to be as light as possible when we're doing these runs. Should be an exciting day. Bound to get bashed by a few cars, but who cares? And the mighty Thanos has turned up.
You are mad there for the mighty Luke. What? The turbo kit on it says.
Oh yeah, I wish I had a turbo. Alright, so let's go, let's get up there. Anyway, see you soon.
Hello, mate.
The track's full at the moment, but there's a possibility you'll open up later.
Oh, it's full.
So you have to pay for the weekend. If you want to do show time on what you want, you pay for a weekend ticket, we'll refund you the extra money if you come back before 12 tonight.
Oh,
but
right.
Because the track's full, we're not issuing those tickets.
Okay.
Oh, they're open tonight.
Alright, I'll ask a bit later on to see what happens.
Your tickets are inside of there.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Cheers, mate. Oh man, do you know what? That's the second time we're coming up here and we're not going to get no runs done. Well, look at this. This is like you've died and gone into Volkswagen heaven. There you go. Everyone's camping. I don't believe this, man. Let me ask this guy.
There it is. So you come to do racing, have you?
Yeah, the run with your brum.
I think it's closed at the moment because it's there's.
See, they said it's full, but later on might be able to.
If you want to try, you can do.
Yeah,
Absolutely. If you want to.
yeah. Can I go forward?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much,
All right.
pal. Thank
Well,
you.
there you go.
Cheers, mate.
Your,
I
wing mirror.
hope they do. It's the second time I've come up here for the
Really?
Second
Just
time.
You know what you need to do? You need to go
Yeah.
Argos, right?
Right.
Go to the where it says clock and alarms
Yeah.
and get an alarm clock. Get up early in the morning. I'm only joshing. Alright, have a good day.
Thank you very much.
See you later,
Cheers,
mate.
mate. Had that been BMW day, there is no way on earth we would have been let through here. I'll tell you that now. Right, we're actually through the show and shine bit now, which is good. Look, we've got this pass.
Alright. So what's going on with the track then? Why are they not letting us
Well,
on the
it's
track?
full up, but let's try and blag it. Let's try and blag our way.
Alright,
into
let's
it.
try and get on the track now, man.
I am. I am.
Let's go straight
I'm
onto
I've
it.
got the pass, mate.
Yeah.
You notice it's all vans that set up.
Yeah, it's all these camper vans and stuff. Did you hear that, man?
Yeah, and they're going to be quicker. Right, we're here, guys. All this noise you can hear is the quarter-mile runs, and we're going to try and get in that queue. Oh boy, that Mini that looks like this, it's got the baseball cap on. It's sort of like that, but a bit more exaggerated. You know the what is it? The Suzuki's Pikes Peak thing. Wow, look at this, man. This used to be a Lupo.
He's got the 2 litre lungs.
Let's try and
He's
get
got a
that.
2 litre engine here.
Right, so we've got engines driving the front wheels and engine driving the back wheels.
It's a V8 basically.
So, yeah, basically you're right. first couple of stands and see what he runs. .975, 155 mile an hour. Okay, I wasn't able to blag my way onto the drag strip. That was just my wild ass idea based on hope rather than any sort of reason. However, we were treated to some eye candy from one or two of these stunning classics. Look at that. Gorgeous, timeless. But what was even more intriguing, well for me anyway, was I noticed there was a gathering of drag strip gladiators, some notorious for their brute power on all four corners of a flat earth. A fight was brewing, and I quickly realised, and it dawned on me, that we were never going to get to go on the raceway. So we sat back, relaxed, and were entertained by a ruck between some of the fastest Volkswagens in the world. Notice that Mark 1 Golf at the end, by the way. Understeering all the way to the finish line. Imagine that. Straight line, understeer. 173 mile an hour. So let's see now. There was one more event. I didn't make it because it started raining before we got onto the motorway. And we was coming up to the end of the season now, so no more cherry picking VW events. There was only the GTi festival left, and I wasn't going to take the gamble on that in case it rained or it was full or something else. It was the end of September. We had to take whatever run what you brung come up. The next one was a bit of a special one though. Santa Pod do this very rarely. It was a Saturday night special. Well, you say night time, that goes up to 8 PM. Right, hopefully this time we've done everything right, guys. Third time lucky coming up here, and this looks like we're actually going to get a quarter-mile run. I shouldn't be carrying all these spares with me, but it was a kind of a last-minute job coming up here, and this Coke can's not too full, is it? This is going to spill everywhere. Zach, are you there? All right, there's 1, 2, 3, about 6 cars in front. Okay guys, we've got Zach on the other end of the radio. We've got the camera set up over there. all the lights are off, the radio's off, the windows are shut. So hopefully target late 15s. Hopefully we get it. That's all I want. And there'll be no need to bring the Lupo up here again. Once I get a satisfactory time, I won't be coming up here again until we modify the engine. I mean, who knows? That little black GTi in front, by the way, he's got a Corrado supercharger in that, and that he's stripped it everything. That car weighs 750 kilos. Should be really good times, that one. These lot next to me look very happy. Yeah, you was right, you got there before me.
Should have got myself a coffee. It's really windy up here, man.
Yeah, it's windy.
It's really blowing up here. Hold up.
Can you see what's happened, Zach? Why have they stopped the cars?
Oh, I'm asking you.
I don't know what's happening, what the delay is. This Santa Pod, they get so fussy. The slightest thing, oh, that geezer veered into the other person's lane, let's shut the track off for an hour and a half. It's the latest night in Santa Pod, the latest night you can run, and it only runs up to 8 o'clock. It's 20 past 5 and we haven't even done our first run yet. Not only that, it's getting a bit dark now. I don't even know how much of this you guys are going to see. End of the English summer, early nights. Zach, are you there?
Yeah, it's starting to get dark, man. I hope we're going to be on soon.
Right, Zach, I'm going to run with that black Mark 1 with the Corrado supercharger G60 lump, whatever it is. He's gonna, that black GTI is gonna bash the shit out of me. Go, guys. I'm not happy with that run. I think we spun like shit. Hello, Zach. All right, what did that run?
Oh, there, man, it's too loud here.
What's that?
I didn't see. I just picked up the camera.
You back? I don't know what the times are. Well, what have you done? Did you film that? Alright, what was the time? Oh, okay. He didn't see. He filmed it, but he didn't see. But you lot was going. Oh, I will spin a lot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But...
You couldn't get into fourth, so it like...
Oh!
Yeah.
Zach, my clock speed was on 85. You must have been a dozen car lengths in front. Right guys, I've just sort of reviewed the video and it looks like we've got a 16-second run, so we're about a quarter of a second down of my target. The terminal speed was really good. It was in the 80s, and that means that we did get a bad pull away and all the speed was gained afterwards. So what we want 15 late 15s with a slower terminal. I don't mind the slower terminal as long as the time's good. It's 7:15 and this is probably going to be the... Yeah, the radio's on, Zach. And you know what I mean? I've been here all day and this is the second run. This is how busy this place has got. God, look at that. What's he done there? You know, some of these people take their racing really seriously. I don't know, I'm just here for the good time really. 7:30 at night, last run, second run, and it's going to be the last one. I am busting for a piss. Oh, so you want to go in that lane, fine. What's that? I can't hear you again, Zach. Have these radios got the range? We're only a quarter of a mile away from each other. Well, anyway, guys, that's it. I don't care what that run was. We've got to go toilet. You know what? As a matter of fact, I might just do it here. Yeah, fuck it. Can I nick behind this truck? Will they say anything? Let me quickly put the hazards on and go and do this.
Hey, I'm just going to the toilet. I didn't get it. I was waiting for you to call me. I didn't recognise you, man. And then I thought, oh, fuck me, that's him.
Don't matter, let's go and get the tickets. The times. The times. I'll lock it here, man. So here are the times, guys. 16.1 seconds on the first run, you saw that on the video. Terrible wheel spin. And 15.825 for the second run. Amazing stuff. Lower terminal speed. That's all because when you wheel spin, you're just sitting there. You know, the wheels are doing more MPHs relative to the road surface. So eventually, when the tyres do match the road speed, you've got a hell of a lot of road going in front of you because you've hardly moved. It's a couple of mph more. Meanwhile, the car that hasn't wheel spun has shot off, covering greater distance with less mphs, and that's basically how that works. Now, if you own a Lupo GTi but you've never been down a drag strip and you're saying, yeah, Paul, all of this is very well, but what does it mean in the real world? Well, in the real world, you're over a second faster than a Citroen Saxo VTR and half a second quicker than the VTS. Respectfully, according to the CarWow channel, you're 2 seconds faster than an Up GTI and even more on a classic Mark II Golf GTI. And roll the clock back to an old favourite, a BMW E36 325 Coupe is crossing the line a full-blown second after you. I've got some examples here of cars that are slightly quicker as well. A Mark IV R32 will cross the line about 10 miles an hour faster than the Lupo and about a second quicker. The same is true for the Mark V R32, and if we really want to take it to the classics, how about Ford's iconic Sierra Cosworth? You're a second slower than that and not many MPHs. Not bad. And with that, I want to thank you very much for watching the video. I'm sorry I've been away for so long, guys. I'm self-employed and this COVID shit has really affected me. But having said that, I've got 1 or 2 things in the pipeline. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, all that business. And let's try and get this channel to grow. And in the meantime, stay safe and look after each other. Bye for now. Listen, you know another one of my pet hates? A bus indicates to stop, and what do? They pull behind it. They pull behind it. Oh, why are you watching these people getting on and off?